Everyone, just as a brief introduction from before we left off before March break, I just wanted to go over with you the basic functions of sine, cosine, and tangent. Recalling for sine, there are 5 key points that you need to know. They are 0, 0, 360, 0, 180, 0, the maximum which occurs at 91, and the minimum which occurs at 270, -1. Keeping in mind for this sine function, the period is equal to 360 degrees, and the amplitude is equal to 1. So make sure, please, that you know your sine function. After sine, for the investigation, you guys were graphing cosine. Cosine is similar in that it has a period of 360 degrees. However, for one cycle, for the parent function, we can see that it starts at 0, 1 as its max and finishes at 360, 1, which is where the other max occurs. Halfway between that, at 180, our minimum at 180, -1 occurs. From there, we have our 2 zeros, which cross the x-axis halfway between 0 and 180, so at 90, 0, and at 270, 0. For this function, the amplitude is also equal to 1. We will be placing most of our transformations for the sine function and the cosine function. You guys, in your investigation, also graphed the function tangent x. It's important to note that the period for this function is different than it is for sine and cosine. The period for this function is 180 degrees. It does not have an amplitude because the function keeps on increasing. As well, it keeps on decreasing. So there is no amplitude. Notice that there are also asymptotes which occur. Remember that an asymptote is a line that the curve comes closer and closer to, but never touches. In this case, there's an asymptote that occurs where x equals 90 degrees. And if we add 180 degrees to that, we will get another asymptote at 270 degrees. Please know those functions, learn some key points to memorize, and if you have any questions, of course, always ask.